Hi, I'm Christy Shriver, and we discuss books that have changed the world and have changed us.
And I'm Gary Shriver, and we are the How to Love Lit podcast.
Every week, we cover a piece of classical literature. We set up the historical, psychological, and literary context, making these challenging works actually fun.
The How to Love Lit podcast is available everywhere, and you can also visit us at howtolovelitpodcast.com.
You'll love it.
From the creators of Relevant Magazine, this is the Relevant Podcast.
It's the week of Friday, December 16th, 2016, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and this week's show is brought to you by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and a lofty goal to create boutique-quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. You can get Warby Parker glasses exclusively through their website and retail stores, which are awesome.
We need to talk about this. I'm going with new frames soon. It's time to update my look.
Wow.
It's about time.
Black, thicker frames.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's the Ira Glass. You're going for the Scorsese.
I am, yeah, but it's classic.
The great thing about Warby Parker is that you can test this new look before you commit to it.
Yeah.
One of the top 10 apps of the year on Apple.
So Warby Parker glasses start at just $95, including prescription lenses. And this is what I love about them. Not only are they cool and quality and affordable, for every pair of glasses sold, a pair is distributed to someone in need. You can head over to warbyparker.com/relevant to order your free home try-ons today. Eddie, you can choose the 5 frames you'd like to try on. You can browse and just click, and they'll send them to you for free. You try them on, take pictures, ask your friends, get feedback on social media. I know you're big on that.
I love posting pictures.
And then they give you a label, and you just mail the frames back. You then can choose your favorite pair to have your prescription added to and order it. It takes about 10 days to get your
having a
finished
Facebook
glasses.
Live try-on event. It is going to be, I'm going to blow up everybody's social media invites for days.
Just little thumbs up, just shooting everywhere.
Yeah.
Love them. Go with the Scorsese's.
Hit me with those hearts.
Warby Parker makes your experience completely risk-free and free shipping all around. Visit warbyparker.com/relevant to begin your free home try-on experience today.
They're the best. Their
They
app
really
is
are.
awesome.
Yeah.
Their customer service is awesome. Glass is awesome.
You send Christmas cards to your customer service rep over at Warby. You guys are like friends.
They are he is my best friend. I've never had a friend like that.
Like I said, I'm your host, Cameron. Here with me in our Orlando studio, Eddie Big Cat Koffoltz is back.
I'm not afraid to say it. Merry Christmas.
Over there, our social media maven, Chelsea Steele.
Hello, everybody.
On the ones and twos, our illustrious producer, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
And joining us in the studio today, Jesse Carey.
Hello, and happy holidays to all of our listeners, no matter what your religious persuasion, no matter what your persuasion is.
Happy winter time of year.
Happy holidays to all of Trump's America, Eddie.
Happy final quarter of 2016.
Having Jesse in the studio with us is our Christmas gift to the world.
To the world. Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah. Well, we have a great show in store today. A little sneak preview. Coming up later, we have Chris Quilala coming on the show. He's one of the worship leaders from Jesus Culture. Him and Kim Walker Smith. He has a new solo album coming out, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, Split the Sky.
Yeah.
It's
little insider tip: when Jesus Culture sent out Chris's album, kind of a preview copy, I got one, and it came on a cassette tape, and they sent a Walkman and headphones.
No way.
To listen to
That
it.
is awesome.
That is super cool.
So there you go.
Does not feel cost effective.
No, it does not.
Please tell me you strapped on some rollerblades, pop that tape in.
Had a little solo worship set.
Yeah. and Cameron worshipped by breaking out some little orange cones and skating backwards through them up and
Praise
down
and
the
blade.
sidewalk with the Walkman
Yeah,
on. It
Chris
was
Quilala, phenomenal soundtrack for that.
Tapes are going to be a thing again, aren't they?
You can praise, you can worship however you want. You know, it's filthy rags in his sight. No matter how sweet, I'm weaving backwards between these cones.
And yes,
you know?
Eddie, cassettes are back. If you go to like
it's a
any
real
record
thing.
shop or vinyl or whatever, there's always a row of cassettes now.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? And it sounds like I'm gearing up to have a point here, but I really don't. Why? Besides the fact that they have that nostalgic sound,
I think it's just novel.
Okay, because there's a case to be made
just
for
novelty.
vinyl that it actually sounds better.
No, vinyl does sound better.
Yeah, I love
Tapes
vinyl.
do
Does
not.
not, yeah.
They are
They're also
inconvenient and deteriorate.
They're also cheap to make. So like for indie bands, it's a lot easier for them to like produce them by themselves.
Yeah.
You know what else is cheap? CDRs and just burning some CDs or uploading files onto the internet for free.
That's true.
Dropbox. Next.
Yeah. Also coming up, if you've been following along last couple of weeks, we've had an issue.
We've
with
had
the-
our
with-
first rap feud.
with
Really.
the hip hop group Social Club Misfits.
I have a question because coming into this week, I was thinking this is either going to go two ways. We're either going to squash this thing,
Right.
You know, we're going to do an old-fashioned beef squash, or this is going to go next level.
So what happened 2 weeks ago? We heard the Social Club Misfits' first single off their upcoming album coming out in January, and there was a mention of Relevant in it.
A pretty hard diss of Relevant.
And we looked at the lyrics.
yeah.
We couldn't quite tell the full context of why we were mentioned. And so we looked at the lyrics website, genius.com, which we then later found out was crowdsourced. And somebody put lyrics in there as though they were correct.
But it was the lyrics that we thought we heard.
Yeah. Well, some of us.
Well-
Some of us.
By crowdsource, I put those lyrics on Genius, and I do not apologize.
So anyway, we talked about it on the show 2 weeks ago for a while, and then the band and the label, reached out to make sure that we knew that those lyrics were incorrect. And actually, what they said was a nice thing about Relevant. The lyric was magazine ad up and Relevant. It was just a positive thing. They've been in the magazine, and they were bragging about it. And we said that's not good enough. So they are coming on the show today. Marty and Fern are joining us later for a very special rap lyric battle coming up. So you won't want to miss that.
By the way, people, because we referenced our last rap battle, which is about a decade. That's how hot that was. That we didn't even need to revisit this thing for a decade. It was with Nick Cannon of Wild and Out fame. That was at the height of his Wild and Out.
Yeah.
People have posted a link to that on the podcast episode page from last week.
Oh
in case you wanna
of
reference it.
freestyle rap
Yeah, of
battling him.
beating Nick Cannon in a rap battle.
Before we move the show along, in case you missed it, the reason Jesse's in town is we had the annual. This happens every year. Relevant Christmas party last night.
Christmas happens every year.
Every year, it's like
We
clockwork.
Always have a party.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. We went down to Morimoto, Asia.
Yeah.
and
was
had
awesome.
a rooftop overlooking. It was amazing. It was probably our favorite one out of 16
definitely.
years. Yeah.
I mean, the great thing it was it was at downtown Disney technically.
Disney Springs.
Springs.
they call it,
Okay,
which
so
How dare you?
typically we don't go down to the Disney. It's not like
Yeah.
cool. It's a cool restaurant.
yeah. What I'm saying is there were a lot of pedestrians on the street level.
Yeah, we were looking down.
I
on
was
them.
going to say my favorite part of the night was looking down on people literally and metaphorically.
Right.
I mean, we were perched high up eating world-renowned food,
Right.
and it was a great time.
Just seeing parents pushing their kids in strollers and the kids are crying. It's just been a long day, and you're just like, there's too much free food here.
I'm so sorry.
I was throwing ribs over the
I
railing.
can't even be more relaxed.
I don't want this rib bone anymore. Here, you take it. You take it down there.
Throw this away for me.
It was all fun. We had staff awards like we do every year. For lack of context, the Dundies might be a comparable experience.
Yeah.
Chandler, do you want anything?
No.
He did
But
not.
you are sitting amongst two winners.
The girls
Wow.
cleaned up.
They
Every
did.
category was a female. Every category except for one. Jesse Carey won the staff MVP award.
For that.
Voted by the staff.
I could see.
I did it for the guys.
Well, he has
you
a
know?
girl's
That was
name,
my
though,
staff.
so I was
I think
confused for a minute.
Yeah, and there is a girl on staff named Jess. So we don't know if it was a typo. We don't know if it was a computing error or not. But I accepted the award graciously.
Humbly.
Yeah, it was a really great time and a lot of fun.
Did you get an award?
I did. I got the most fun to work with award. I forget.
Life of the Work
Party.
Party.
Yeah, Life of the Work Party award.
Yeah, that's
Nice
true.
one.
Thank you.
That's really
Everybody
nice.
enjoys working with her.
Thank you.
The results weren't rigged in any way. I did a formula. I did this online form, and they, in previous years, I skewed things from time to time.
Did you?
Like I just straight up didn't.
You didn't want
I
them
didn't
to be out of
agree.
balance, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, no, they're definitely wrong.
There's no way I'm going to reward this person.
That guy is not at all our MVP.
No,
He's actually.
Yeah, and that guy's not a life of the party at all. He's a way down. I don't even know why.
Maybe they're voting for him ironically. This guy's the worst.
My favorite award that I think is given out this is the second year in a row.
Yeah.
Is an award called the most likely to have a secret life award.
Secret Second Life.
Yeah,
me
Secret
too.
Second Life award. Yeah. Like, this is the person that after they leave work, like if
No one really knows what happens.
yeah,
Kent.
exactly. Like,
We're all friends here.
yeah,
We don't quite know what goes on after 6.
Let me guess who it was. Boy, that's a hard one. I mean, Aaron.
No,
is
this was a
strong-
landslide.
It was a landslide.
No, it really was.
Even the person voted.
All of the positive ones, like
I know.
peer ones, all the positive ones were very closely contested. Like this online form, as I was looking at the results, it displayed it visually, and the pie chart was like a literal pie with all the
Yeah.
slices. I mean, it's very closely voted.
You were just looking at a big dot.
Except for the Secret Second Life one, which was entirely one color and then a little sliver of one other
It
vote.
was. I know who it was. It was the guy up front who won't give you his social security number and won't give his name. Is it that guy?
How did he get in here? Who is that guy?
What exactly is his role here?
Is he working here?
I let him in on my first day. I just assumed he worked here.
Chandler, I thought he assists you or something. He seems pretty obsessed with you, man.
Who won that?
Kathy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But she even voted for herself.
Yeah. She knows.
Because I also put in there, like, after each vote, like, tell me why, so I can read, nice things about people as they, when I hand out the award. And so I'm reading all the ones of why the people voted for Kathy. And there was one in the comments was, I'll just put myself in here because I know everybody else is going to do it and just go with the flow. And literally, she voted for herself because she just assumed everybody else would.
I forgot to vote this year, which is probably helpful for you because usually it just means you weeding out votes for your parents. Cameron's mom, Cameron's dad.
I did notice a few where I got voted for very nice things and nice things were said, and I'm like, all right, because I see who's saying what, and they know it.
Quit sucking up.
They know it.
Who got most fashionable? Isn't there usually a fashionable?
Rachel Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, totally. When you think of past winners, I mean, I think Chad got it.
Chad
one.
Michael Snavely was.
Yeah.
He was. We almost named.
He was
it
like a
after him.
reigning champion.
Yeah, for several
Rightfully
years in a row.
so.
Yeah, he's very handsome,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he's got nothing on Rachel.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's so fashionable.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
no question.
Really cool.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
Well, moving the show along, it's time for our weekly look back at what happened this week in culture and entertainment. It's time for
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it, comedian Nick Thune is making a comedy series about a struggling church. It was announced this week that the show is going to be called Holy SH apostrophe or asterisk T. Yeah, there's a letter missing.
What's that mean?
Although it could get changed if the pilot's picked up. But it's in development right now for ABC, and Mila Kunis is executive producing the show.
Oh.
So the show's going to follow the staff of a struggling church and their edgy new pastor, which is Nick Thune, as they fight to survive in the modern world. Thune, who regularly performs on The Tonight Show doing stand-up, actually has a background in the church and ministry. He told LA Weekly, I grew up in the church whether I wanted to be or not. He then served as a counselor at youth church summer camps, explaining that it gave him, quote, a peek inside the interesting workplace of a church. People think, oh, he's a pastor, he just speaks on Sundays and he has a week off, but there are actually offices and jobs, and I think it's a work environment that nobody really has touched. I've been working hard to get it out, and after 50 people said no, one person said yes. Growing up, Thune actually led worship at his youth group, and even even went on mission trips. He told a podcast called The Secret Skin, I've been in the Philippines like 2 times for 3 weeks at a time with street kids, praying with them to accept Jesus in their heart. I've kind of been on like every full end of it. Thune said that he still believes in God, but now has an issue with a lot of organized Christianity, as you would expect. So this show should be interesting.
I really hope this gets like a full series order because I mean, he's right. No one has explored.
But
the
what if it
workplace.
turns out to be the church version of The Great Indoors? And it's
Yeah.
just really bad caricatures and just almost like offensive.
It could be.
Not
Might be.
offensive as a Christian, but like offensive like from watching a quality show standpoint. It's just terrible. You know?
It could be, or it could be the church version of like a Parks and Rec, like a workplace.
office, yeah.
You know, where there is an element of parody, where like the overall thematic thing is like the inefficiency of government, but it really has some, interesting characters. I have a hope that it will be the latter.
It's for ABC though, so I think it's going to be more like The Great Indoors.
They're going to have to be careful with that on ABC too. They'll have to because it could get a little dicey for their family lineup of shows, couldn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I wonder how much they'll be able to really put out there.
Which scares me that it won't have any teeth.
Yeah.
It won't have an interesting edge. It'll regress to the Great Indoors, church version.
The only thing that gives me hope that it could have interesting things to say is like this. After I kind of read about this, I started reading like interviews and things with Nick Thune, and he has some really interesting thoughts about the church as a whole. Like he has a lot of issues with how we practice or how modern Christians practice Christianity, but he seems to have a real affection for the message of Jesus, even though his comedy, if you've heard it, is pretty irreverent and, can be kind of blue. But I'm at least interested to see where it goes.
Totally.
I'd rather have a comedian start a dialogue about church, even if his thoughts aren't something we'd agree with. At least somebody's saying something,
Right.
There you go. In case you missed it, Pharrell Williams and gospel singer Kim Burrell brought church to the Tonight Show this week with the song "I See a Victory." The duo created the song for the upcoming film Hidden Figures and brought out a full gospel choir for the performance. Here's a clip.
The next time y'all in action and the ghost is in the room, watch him work through the masses. You know that we've been used. Let go, let it be, Lord. Let go, let it be. No matter how deep. No matter how deep. I swear just beneath. I swear just beneath. You'll find your victory. Find your victory. They'll call it a mystery, but we're gonna call it victory. We'll be writing history. It's gonna be victory.
I heard they mentioned Relevant in there.
Yeah. They bought a bunch of ads up in Relevant.
Yeah.
And,
Pharrell was bought 2 ads.
This
It was
literally
awesome.
was just like a worship gospel song on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Like that it wasn't like a veiled pop song.
Well, and in the past, Pharrell's been open about his upbringing in the church and the power of worship and gospel music. He interviewed Kirk Franklin on Beats One, his show that he does every weekend, a couple months ago, and Pharrell was saying, "I just remember like the fire that you'd see in the church, but because I was around it, I just thought everyone had experienced that. Everyone's seen people catch the Spirit. Everyone's seen, when the Spirit runs through the church. That was just the norm for him growing up, and obviously." He has a wider view now.
But he still, he wrote the song with Kim Burrell, who's she's also a pastor.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
he still has it in him. And
this past weekend, I had speaking of gospel music, I had the most surprising gospel experience. I took Cohen to Epcot for the holiday stuff. Disney does holidays really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to think like
Hold
Disney.
on. Are we about to talk about my favorite thing ever, which is Disney Candlelight?
Yeah, well, we went to that. That's why we were there. It's unbelievable. It's this evening thing. They have a 350 voice choir, full symphony orchestra, and a celebrity narrator reading Luke 2, and they're singing all the traditional religious carols and stuff. And it's the true story of Christmas, and it's really amazing and unfiltered. And Disney's been doing this for 50 years, all the way back to Disneyland. And it's amazing. They haven't changed it at all. They celebrate the religious aspect of the holiday. But beyond that one show, you would think Disney is very welcoming of all people,
Inclusive,
all customers,
yeah.
right?
And they are not.
And
they keep the Christ in Christmas.
No. So we're just walking around in the afternoon before that night show thing, and there was a Christmas gospel group, like Black gospel group that are like Disney employees. One like a group they brought in.
Yeah.
It's like this is a regular thing. And we're just happening walking by, and we stopped and listened, and they're singing, and I figured it would be Christmas carols, but it wasn't. It was just church music, and all of a sudden, then like leading people in worship, like praise dancing, like
Awesome.
like Fred Hammond songs and like whatever, and literally church happened in
At
the
Disney.
big, huge, open middle part of Epcot, and it was drawing people in, and people were like, "What is this?" And I mean, it was like,
That's so cool.
what a witness! It was unbelievable. And then all the Christians that were walking through were like, "Oh!" and like they're putting their hands up, and like it was unreal.
Where were they at Epcot? Because I think that the setting of it matters.
So you're right. Okay, so you know not the World Showcase. You know the Innovations, that big courtyard thing.
Very aware.
Yeah. So there's that huge open area right in the heart, in the middle of the park. They built a stage, and it was right there.
That's cool.
I couldn't believe it wasn't like some side thing. I was baffled by it, honestly. Because if I walked in and it was like some other religion having that kind of stage, I'd be kind of like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
it was legit. I didn't even go to church the next day because I had church.
I mean, you got the fill. I mean,
I was done.
Yeah,
you only need it
technically-
once a week.
I don't go to
Technically-
church anytime I go to a theme park.
You know what I'm saying?
I figure, you know what? I think Shamu is majestic. I'm good.
gosh.
I saw God's glory in
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to
That's how
service.
God intended Shamu to be.
I did go to church the next day, but I actually did think about it. I don't need to.
Yeah,
I really did.
I mean,
I got up that
you-
morning. I'm like, I'm good.
Here's-
I'm just like, I'm like doubling up
you
right
got a
now.
pass that lasts like 2 months. So if you want to play hooky one Sunday, you're good. Technically, according to the rule book, you're good. It's more about how many did you get in the 60-day period. Was it technically Sunday, or was I at a Disney World where people were singing in the background? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're good.
Did they pass out little Mickey-shaped communion wafers? Is that a joke we can make?
No, it's just the ears. It's just the Mickey ears.
No, that's all it is. It's just the ear. That's a very nice touch. Are we still talking about Disney Candlelight? Because I did sing in that for 4 years in a row.
Did you really?
How? I mean, knowing what you know about me and how much we've learned about each other over the years, like, of course I did. Like, right?
I'm
I did see some
surprised.
very earnest, enthusiastic youth choir members
Yes, on either
on the
side.
periphery.
That's right,
Yeah,
on the
they
right
have,
and left
they have
side.
the adult choir in the middle shaped in a Christmas tree.
Now, here's
the human Christmas tree.
Here's a fun
How many solos did you create for yourself?
my
How
entire
many runs did
Like
you do?
at a moment, there was like a moment between songs where the director was like, and you just hear Eddie like, fall.
Yeah. Gary Sinise is reading, and I'm just
Gary, can I jump in? I just
Yeah.
kind of feel I need to
just whistling "Bring
sing
a Torch."
something here.
Yeah, it was. So that's how they do it. Is they have a real professional choir
Right.
with many microphones,
Correct.
and then they have a high school choir
With 3
on either side.
microphones.
Very few microphones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was
I'd-
amazing.
Yeah, I could still rock that tenor part if we ever go together.
It was Cohen's first time singing anything like that, like singing a live symphony, and like,
Cool.
and he was really, I mean, he really enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, done. This is an annual tradition for our family growing
Yeah.
up. I mean, this,
Shout for joy. I mean, that's how it starts. Lift your voice.
It's amazing.
That's the tenor part. Some of you probably are more familiar with the alto.
I mean, tenor's more difficult, so there's
Sing
only a
a
few of
song.
us that have the gift,
Yeah.
the pipes, but
A lot of us kind of had a sort of late bloomers. We were able to sing tenor well into their 20s.
in case you missed it, Chris Pratt is appearing on our podcast one more time. He says he'd be open to a Parks and Rec reunion. He was recently a guest on the radio show Sway in the Morning, and was asked by a caller if the world has seen the last of Burt Macklin, the FBI agent alter ego of Andy Dwyer from the NBC sitcom.
Sway like from MTV?
Yeah, he has
cool.
a really popular Sirius XM morning show.
Good for him.
He'll have a lot of like rappers come on and do freestyles and stuff. And famously, a few weeks ago, Shia LaBeouf did one.
Yeah.
And like
Killed it.
killed it.
Yeah.
And everybody's blown away, including rappers. And like I think it was it this week? Was it Kendrick?
it was Chance.
Chance the Rapper tweeted, "Hey, like no shade, I'd totally buy a Shia LaBeouf rap album."
Wow.
Like, yeah, like
That's crazy.
yeah, it's
Didn't he
hilarious.
get into like hot water a while back for stealing someone's rap? There was a video of him of Shia freestyling, and then it came out that it was like
Yeah, I mean
Iggy.
he's appropriated a lot of things, but I think the one on Sway
Well,
was
Sway
original.
wasn't a true freestyle. I mean, he did write some of prepare some of the stuff. He threw a couple of like freestyle references in
Yeah.
it to kind of like make it seem completely freestyle.
Talked about
But
people in the room and stuff.
yeah, but but that's what I mean. Any rapper has they're writing lyrics all the time. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like very few rappers are true freestyle, and it's incredibly impressive when you see them.
Yeah.
and you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
But, anyway, this has nothing to do with Chris Pratt, except he just happened to be on the same show. So even though he's one of the biggest movie stars in the world at the moment, Pratt did say we may not have seen the last from the gang from Pawnee. Here's a clip.
I would never rule it out. There's jobs that I've done in the past where I could safely say, no, I'll never do that again. But Parks and Rec is not one of them. I mean, we did do 7 seasons. somewhere along the lines of 150 episodes. So eventually you start running out of stories to tell. But because of the nature of that show kind of mimicking time, I definitely wouldn't rule out seeing it again, seeing us get back together for something, for a movie or for another season down the line. Possible spin-offs or whatever. I love the character of Andy Dwyer so much. I put so much of my heart and my soul into that character. So my comedic clown, my comedic shtick that I've been working on since I could walk is that character. He's the personification of everything about me, and that is comedic.
That's what I'm saying.
Work on that show for 150 episodes is just a dream come true. So I would definitely bring it back.
How you feeling over there, Eddie?
I mean, when I look back and people are like, "Hey, would you do another run of the Relevant podcast?" Right? I'm gonna look back and go, "Well, yeah, of course." It was so fun. I got to be fun.
I poured every bit of my
like maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
So
but I got to hang out with awesome people and be funny.
Okay, Eddie. Here's the thing. Moments ago, you were talking about how years ago you had a very small part in a candlelight service.
There are no small parts. There are only high voices.
And how meaningful it was to you, and how formative it was.
Right.
And here you have an earnest Hollywood star talking about how he would lower himself to go back to a character that people love, and you're like, "Oh, who does he think he is? No one cares, Chris Pratt."
No, wasn't that. No, first of all, it's like you can't even hear the lyrics. Like, listen to what I was saying. I was saying that I was all
your body language speaks volumes, by the way. But continue.
Right, but that's because I have terrible posture. It's mostly it was like when he was like, "I poured my heart and my soul into that."
That's where
into Andy
I'm like,
Dwyer.
Don't be so actory.
Eddie and I both rolled our eyes.
I think
at
even
that.
he, as an actor, listening to himself, would have made fun of himself for saying something so actory. But that would be an amazing reunion. But it would be. I mean, all of the people have just exploded in stardom.
Because
except for Jerry.
Aziz Ansari's a huge star. Amy Poehler's just as big, if not bigger, than when she was on.
Ron Swanson.
Yeah, the whole cast
Rob Lowe,
has gone.
everybody.
Yeah, has gone on to Rashida Jones. Yeah, so it would be hard to pull off, I think.
Yeah. Well, in case you missed it, this week the story of Tim Tebow's crazy John 3:16 coincidence went viral. He was a guest on Harry Connick Jr.'s talk show. That's a thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of buried the lead there. Harry Connick Jr.'s got a great daytime show. I mean, hey, I don't know what his secret is. He looks great.
He's on a TV talk show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Harry.
Probably airing right now.
Jesse and I were home. We got out of work early yesterday to get ready for the show, and we went over to the house. It was around 4:30.
Did you please tell me you watch Harry?
And I was like, well, hey, Jesse, if you want to throw the TV on, it occurred to me, I haven't watched daytime television in 15 years. I don't have any clue what's on television.
So like Harry, so conceivably, like Harry Connick Jr. could be like as big as Oprah right now, and we just don't know.
I just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Hey, you had Tebow on.
That's a big
from this podcast. Yeah. I mean, he was on here. He's
on here first.
Yeah.
Couldn't really hear him.
Yeah, I think they didn't have him mic'd up very well on Harry Connick Jr. We're gonna play a clip, I think, but. It's kind of hard to hear him. He was driving it was like a carpool karaoke, and it just didn't work out.
So Tebow was on Harry Connick Jr.'s talk show talking about his new book, Shaken, and he recounted a story from his NFL playing days that happened exactly 3 years after he wore the John 3:16 eye black during the national championship game. Here's what he said.
We were playing for the national championship in college on January 8th, 2009.
The Gators.
And I decided to wear John 3:16 under my eyes. And during the game, 94 million people Googled John 3:16, and it was a pretty cool moment. Well, exactly 3 years later, we happened to be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first round of the playoffs when I was with the Denver Broncos. And I didn't even know that it was exactly 3 years later. It was January 8th, 2012, exactly 3 years later to the day. I just went out there and tried to do whatever I could to win a playoff game. And afterwards, I'm going into the press conference because I love talking to the media.
Aaron.
And our PR guy jumps in front of me. He says, "Timmy, did you realize what happened?" I was like, "Yeah, we just beat the Steelers. We're going to play the Patriots." He was like, "No, did you realize what happened?" I was like, "All right, Patrick, what's up?" He said, "It's exactly 3 years later from the day that you wore John 3:16 in your eyes." I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." He said, "No, I don't think you realize what happened. During the game, you threw for 316 yards.
No!
Your yards per rush were 3.16. Your yards per completion were 31.6. The ratings for the game were 31.6. And the time of possession was 31.6. And during the game, 90 million people had already Googled John 3:16, and it was the #1 trending thing on Facebook and Twitter. And a lot of people will say, it's coincidence. I say, big God.
Hello.
Whoa,
During
10,000
the league,
reasons.
his QB rating for the game was 31.6 out of 100. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Works in mysterious ways. They did win. They did win. It was Tebow time. Yeah.
In case you missed it, Denzel Washington, who was the subject of a fake news story, spoke out on fake news. The actor was recently on the red carpet promoting his film Fences, which apparently is a thing.
Oh, hold on. Update.
Yeah.
Chandler just told me when we heard that last clip, we were 31 minutes and 6 seconds into the show. Wow.
You sound like a Facebook commenter. So cynical. So cynical. You should read these.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
This is an earnest story from a national sports icon.
This can't
who's
get
been
any
a guest
weirder.
on this show, Eddie.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
So Denzel was asked about the fake news phenomenon, and in the run-up to the election, a story circulated claiming that he had made an unexpected political endorsement. Denzel's response to a Washington Post reporter's question about fake news underscored a need for high standards in journalism. Here's what he said.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
Preach.
That's the great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
Then he smacked the reporter in the face and walked away.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
I would pay $7 to listen to 2 hours of that.
Thank you. That is not okay for people that are like, is he reading like from a script? Like, did someone give it? Is he in a movie about journalism in an era where there's citizen journalists where we all have this responsibility?
Right.
This was not dialogue. He's just walking down there. That's how not only Denzel Washington always talks, like he's making the climatic speech in a movie, but that's just how he thinks. Right. His mind thinks like he's If
he has an audience, he's going to monologue.
Yeah. Somebody call an ambulance. That's another great quote.
Yeah.
And by the way, I am aware that I would only pay matinee prices to see Denzel. I said $7 was my max. That's about right.
I like Denzel a lot.
You would do a full evening date. You wouldn't just do a Saturday afternoon matinee?
I would. There's something about he is just one of those actors that even if the movie is marginal, he just compels me because he's always that guy. The guy you just heard, it's in every movie, and I just always like that guy.
It's good.
Hey, quick update. I just went out to get a snack. There are 3 donuts left and 16 cookies left.
No way.
Wow.
Mysterious ways.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, that'll do it for
In case you missed it.
Stay tuned. Up next, Slices. You're listening to Kiara. The song is Gold. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard Glass Animals with the single Youth. What we're doing this episode and next is ending the year looking back at some of the best songs of 2016. This was an awesome year for music. If you've been listening to our Relevant Top 50 podcast over the last few weeks, reliving kind of the best cultural releases this year, it's just been such a reminder that some awesome art came out this year. So we figured we would round out these last few weeks of the podcast playing some of our favorite tracks that probably have appeared here on the show, but a few that maybe haven't from 2016. Okay, it's time for Slices. What do you have, Jesse?
All right, so the group Wallet Hub, which has a lot of interesting customer data about behavior from people all across the country, decided to look at how they could look at the data to determine what the most sinful cities in America are. Okay, so they did, category 1 was anger and hatred. Category 2 was jealousy. 3 was excess and vices. 4 was avarice. 5 was lust, 6 vanity, and 7 laziness. So,
what about crime and stuff?
Yes, he always brings the best slices.
So, actually, this is a little hat tip to Cameron.
That's right. I found this morning.
Yeah, it is. So, like, crime would fall under anger and hatred.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
they found quantifiable things.
How do you quantify jealousy?
Well, okay, I'll get there real quick.
Okay.
So, like,
theft, probably.
They did. For jealousy, they looked at theft. They looked at identity theft complaints, and they looked at fraud and other complaints.
There you go.
For anger and hatred, violent crimes, the rate of bullying, suicide rate.
Wow. So this is real. I mean, this isn't just like the 10 best suburbs to live in the U.S.
This is real data. If you wanted to look at geographically and this is cities too. So this gets really localized. So there is metrics you can use for pretty much anything. So they gave them scores based on those 4 categories. Does anyone want to guess? And I'm pretty sure you could accurately guess what the number 1 sinful city was according to this index.
I would say Salt Lake City, Utah.
Is theology on the list?
Yeah, I would say Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas, Sin City.
Vegas, yeah.
They put it on the billboard.
Yeah, exactly. They advertise it. They want you to do
They
these
actually
things.
have that list of
Come
things.
here to do this.
They give you a checkbox, and they said, "Oh, cool, yeah, I did.
It's Las Vegas bingo.
Did I drink obsessively? Check. Yeah, it's on the index.
Yeah, was I super jealous? Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Guilty as charged.
Did I murder?
What happens here stays here, right? That's a legal thing.
Let's see what else.
Okay, real quick. So
I'd say New York has to be up there.
New York isn't actually that high. What I want New York is, I can tell you right now.
The only other one other than Las Vegas that I know is the city that I live in because
That's what I was going to say.
We were surprisingly high on the list, which caught my eye, and that's why I forwarded this over.
So New York was all the way down at 131.
That makes no sense.
New York City.
New York City is actually, according to this index, which is pretty thorough, isn't all that sinful.
The most sinful cities in America.
In New York, again.
I'm going to spoiler. Orlando is number 4.
Number 4.
Wow.
By these criteria?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Give us the list. What else is there?
Okay, so St. Louis is number 2.
Oh yeah.
They're the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I steer clear of there. Cincinnati, Ohio at 3.
Yeah. But
real deviants up in Ohio.
It's not like there's nothing to do, you know.
What
so
else
they
are you gonna
just
do except for be catty and
just
awful?
stay in and drink and go rob their neighbors.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like whatever.
Yeah,
It's like,
watching,
what, are you gonna watch
I mean, your team is the Bengals
And the
you know?
Reds.
I mean, you got a lot of reason to be angered.
What even is a red?
Yeah,
Do they even have
it's not even
baseball
a team.
players?
It's
Or they just
in the
generally-
mascot. They're like, "What do you want it to be?" I don't know, a guy with a huge baseball head. Okay.
Well, you know why they call it the Reds? Because they're always so angry. They're seeing red.
Yeah.
And they just figured we should just moniker the team.
I mean,
after
this is we're capturing
so
the spirit
sinful.
of the city.
We're so
Yeah.
sinful.
Yeah, and it's very, like I said, the mascot's very lazy. The football team, there's no Bengal Tigers in Ohio.
Yeah.
Like indigenously. No. Like I feel like a football mascot should have some tie to the area. Like the Ravens, it's because Edgar Allan Poe is associated with Baltimore.
The Gators.
Jacksonville,
The
the Gators, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Bengal Tigers in Ohio.
Literally,
Like,
the
that's
only
the
Bengal
last
tigers
state.
are there because of just like an exotic animal, illegal underground
Maybe one
trade.
escaped one time, which would be kind of cool. But couldn't they go with some kind of Ohio, like the
Right,
golden
the-
retrievers or whatever animals?
Right, just a nice
the squirrels. I don't know.
The northern
I'd be
gray
angry
squirrel.
too. I mean, because the baseball team, they just conceded. This would always be the Reds. There's not a cool animal. So the other one, this isn't all that surprising. Number 6, Miami, Florida.
Oh, it had to be. Yeah.
I feel like Florida's overrepresented on this list.
I think Florida is underrepresented.
Yeah, I was like, not over. It's pretty accurate.
We have a lot of cities on there. I went through it.
Yeah.
Florida's the worst.
Tampa is at number 12.
Well, think about a lot of the cities of Florida. The people up. They've made something with their life. They put some money aside. They finally come down. Don't have to work anymore. They move down to Florida when they retire.
Yeah.
And they decide to just cut loose. No consequences. Who cares?
They've been
We're on that down slope that we're landing the plane of life right now. Who cares? Let's go for it.
Crash
Leave it all out there. and there you go. They come down here to sin. That's what happens.
Yeah, Okay, this one I did find surprising. At number 24, Salt Lake City, Utah.
What? Do Mormons have a year like Amish people do? Like
I don't think
Rumspringa?
so.
Okay.
I don't even want to start joking around with that. It feels like all I can do.
No, we can
is
talk about the Amish. They don't listen to podcasts. We can't joke about Mormons.
Okay, but here
because they can find us.
But this is interesting.
We can make fun of Amish and the deaf.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay.
and Canadians because they don't have the internet up there.
And I'm not talking about like I'm not talking in political terms. I'm not talking in political terms, but like cities that I feel like are associated with like moral conservatism. You know, not so much political conservatism, but like Salt Lake City or even the
Bible Belt.
Yeah,
I would think
Grand
like,
Rapids, Michigan.
Oh
right?
yeah, sure.
So those were all ranked higher than a city that I feel like people in the Bible Belt would consider morally
Sinful.
liberal.
Yeah,
like Portland, Oregon. So
Portland, really?
They were 35.
All those. See, I think that's where all the sinners live. It's like Seattle and Portland, and up there with the liberals in the Northeast.
Seattle. 76.
Come on now.
Dude,
we're talking about
Seattle's a wonderful place.
Oh, I know.
But Seattle is strangely open. It's like all of that stuff probably exists, but everybody would just say it. So it's like none of it's almost
but
like
the
normalized.
data, the data is the data. It's not about if it's private or public. It's just what's the crime rate? What's the theft rate?
How many people have drinking problems or these different?
Yeah, I don't think it's public or private. It's just, is this trackable?
Yeah, exactly. According to the data, a lot of like middle America, like Rust Belt, Bible Belt,
and the Sunshine State,
and Florida, and a lot of the South is more sinful than cities that I feel like some people maybe outside of the South.
So you're saying the religious stronghold cities are rating higher on the sin index than the
something you would
secular
associate
cities.
as like a secular, like in New York, or
where like Christianity would be a very small portion of the population.
Yeah.
Generally, where did like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Florida fall into this?
Honestly,
too soon.
It hurts.
So we have, if you want to look more about that study, you can head over to relevantmagazine.com. We'll post it up there. But
yes,
it's interesting findings.
What do you have, Chelsea?
Rolling in hot this week, a 21-year-old girl named Yanis Ho is rollerblading her way from Georgia to Miami.
Oh, that's why I said rolling hot.
Rolling in.
It's almost the end of the slice. What a crazy thing she's doing.
But
Isn't that crazy?
But isn't she?
She's doing it with absolutely no money and no contact. She doesn't know where she's sleeping until the night of. She's relying solely on the kindness of strangers. She told the news.
No money for food?
No money. No money at all.
She would tell her, didn't she want to like prove a point?
Yeah, well, she spoke with the Orlando Sentinel and said, I never know where I'm going to end up. I want to tell people that there are good things happening too, to not be afraid to step out there and explore. I never ask for anything because people usually just offer after hearing my story.
Breaking news, they found a body in Ocala. They think there are rollerblades attached to it. They don't know who it is. It's unidentified.
According to the Sin Index, it's free. She's in dangerous territory, according to my Sin Index.
If you're going to Orlando or Miami,
you're going through like 4, 5, 6, 7. Like she's just basically rollerblading down the sinful.
You're gonna never make. She's
well. Her goal. She said she wants to show people that there's more light and darkness in the world. She said, of course, we have to be aware and conscious, and but also not be cynical and judgmental. If bad things happen, they're supposed to happen.
Or you just don't push yourself out on that 2-lane road at midnight by
God's
yourself.
Sovereignty, I got you. But here's the thing: didn't she realize that she would bury her entire mission by the fact that she's rollerblading?
Yeah, I was gonna say no one wants to be nice to a rollerblade. Like at least ride a bike or something that's like
or
generally accepted as something that's like a dignified thing to do.
Because I'll be honest,
let me go back to the statement. Nobody wants to be nice to a rollerblader.
No,
that's what you just.
They think they are.
Chris Quilala does. He gave her a cassette tape for her to listen to while she's rollerblading down the streets.
It's like adults with braces.
Well, that's
the deal with adults with braces.
That's maybe they have like a bite. Maybe they have a jaw.
No, but I mean,
issue.
what happened?
No. The thing about rollerblades is like. Look, the attire you wear of rollerblades is humiliating. It's like, it's only fluorescent spandex is acceptable.
A lot of pads.
2, like...
But you get a sweet headband.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, to be safe, you should probably wear a helmet. But the other thing, I think there's something so... And I don't know why. something so arrogant about the way the body moves with rollerblades on. They're like swooshing.
Oh yeah, it's like with every movement, they're like,
it's like wait, who do you think you are here? You're doing street ballet up and down.
It's like a dolphin. Like everybody's trying to be a dolphin all of a sudden.
I was downtown Lake Eola Sunday afternoon with Cohen at the farmers market, and it's packed full of people walking around. It's a beautiful day, sun's out, low 70s, upper 60s. It was beautiful, and the city had come out. The city was in the park, and there's this arrogant little rollerblader trying to hog the sidewalk.
When you say little, how old?
Yeah, well, he was in his 40s, but we had to all get out of his way as he swooshes through the crowd. It's like, this isn't...
I feel like people who rollerblade still believe that mesh is like an appropriate shirt material.
Right. Let me also bring up another point about this story. Story. If she is rollerblading to prove the goodness and kindness of people, if she breaks a rollerblade wheel and people want to help her,
they can't.
No one can help her. Everybody's gonna be like, I don't know how to get a replacement part for this.
Listen, they stopped selling rollerblades like 15 years ago. Like literally, if we maybe we go to like antique shop. Maybe if I call Pawn Stars, they can help you out. If she's gonna buy a rollerblade wheel,
right? If she's biking, no problem, we'll help you out. Or if she's walking and she needs a new pair of shoes, no problem. Go to Track Shack, we got you.
Yeah.
But like, how are you gonna do with a rollerblade?
Well, people are giving her money. She said she collected $600 so far on her trip, and her goal is to collect enough to fly her back to Hong Kong to visit her family over the holidays.
I like the idea of it. Like, there's so goodness in humanity, and I'm going to rollerblade around to show it. But the thing is, like, I could poke a hole in it like this. I could go to any city. It doesn't even have to be a city high on this list. It could be one of these ones that aren't even sinful.
New York City.
Yeah, I go to New York City. I could rollerblade, because she claims she's not asking for help. I could rollerblade around all day, and not one person is going to say anything to me except give me looks like, why the heck is this guy rollerblading? Who's this dummy? I've never seen him in this part of town before.
And you know, every single person is like, what a freaking dork. What a dork. Saying it to himself.
Nerd. What, did someone say so? You trying to give me money? No, we were calling you a nerd. Just passing through.
It's not like people are seeing her rollerblade and being like, we see the goodness in humanity. Thanks for what you're doing. They don't know who she is. It's just this lady rollerblading through town.
Yeah.
I mean, people are buying it. She even has a documentary film crew that wants to follow her through 18 countries so that she can attempt to break the world record for the longest trip on inline skates.
Okay.
She went from Orlando to Miami. I mean, it's
Georgia.
Georgia.
I mean,
she just passed through Orlando.
That's epic, but it's a pretty flat run from there to here.
Yeah, to think that because I did this one thing, I can do the world record.
18 countries.
And listen,
that was probably some world-class athlete who did that.
Go through Colorado and then call me.
Here's the thing. Like,
that documentary crew is going to be very disappointed when she can't make it out of the first leg.
Oh, cool. You were able to go 400 miles of totally flat, pretty comfortable temperatures.
And here's the thing. Look, I'm pretty familiar with how the globe's shaped. I know it's downhill from Georgia to Miami the whole way. Okay, she's just standing there.
She's just coasted by.
I mean, she has the curvature of the earth on her side, which is cheating. So try going up north.
And also
go upstream.
Also,
like a salmon.
Yeah.
Skate like a salmon.
Maybe they'll give you $1 and they'll say never come back in town. I'll throw the $1. Say, go get it.
Since we're just ripping this woman apart, knock knock, there aren't any freaking flights from Miami to Hong Kong, so turn around and go back.
Yeah, you got to take your rollerblades off going through the airport. They don't allow that for safety reasons.
Did anybody donate shoes? Because now you're walking around in socks. Socks to Hong Kong and you didn't pack.
Can you take the little booties out of the rollerblades? Because now you're going to be walking around in socks. You're more like a dummy than you are with your rollerblades. I want you to skate on out of here.
Yeah, there is no humanity.
All right, Eddie, what do you have?
Well, the Christmas season is upon us. This is, of course, the theme to Charlie Brown. And I think it brings us all back to sitting with our mom and dad, or one of your moms and dads, and Cameron sitting down with his parents watching the Charlie Brown Christmas. And if you remember, there's a sweet little part of the movie where Linus is telling Charlie Brown, you know, what's Christmas all about? Charlie Brown says, and Linus goes, lights please. And then he begins to tell the story of Jesus. And he says, he says it in a Canadian voice, and there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flocks.
Did Sean Connery take the role of
something
Linus
like that? It's pretty. Anyhow, and then he goes, right? And he goes, and lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were so afraid. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. Yeah. And then you kind of give your parents a hug, have a little last sip of eggnog, and off to bed you go.
Yeah.
Not in Texas. Charles Patterson.
Do we have a record scratch?
Yeah. Not in
Texas.
Texas. Charles Patterson Middle School in Kaleen, Texas made Deborah Shannon, who is the nurse's aide in that middle school, take down the Charlie Brown inspired decor that she had put on the outside of her nurse's door, along with the display. The display showed Linus along with the quote, for unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. They made her take it down. Deborah, the nurse, calls the move discriminatory, but the school quotes HB 308, which is a Texas law from 2013, which is known as the Merry Christmas Bill, which dictates how school may celebrate the holidays.
What?
The law says that for every religious thing that you put up having to do with Christmas, you have to put up something secular that has to do with Christmas as well.
So you put up a nativity, you have to put up a Santa.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So there has to be.
Wouldn't Charlie Brown constitute something secular?
That's what she's saying. But she's also saying.
That's what she said, literally. That's what she said.
So as long as the display, quote, secular scene or symbol, as long as the display doesn't encourage adherence to a particular religious belief, employees are not permitted to impose their personal religious beliefs on students. Obviously, there is a big fight going back and forth, and there's a lot of conversation happening, and there are a lot of quotes from people like the Texas Values Board, et cetera, et cetera. But it has created a firestorm that she was not allowed to put that up in her school.
Yeah.
And initially, it bums me out because, of course, we love Charlie Brown, and it's a very sweet sentiment. And
you love the gospel.
Because of course we love Charlie
it really bums me out because I just love, I've devoted my life.
Yeah, primarily I love Charlie Brown. Secondarily, Linus.
The work of
Van
Charles
Pelt
Schultz
actually is his full name.
doing Sean Connery voices for no reason.
An
when
angel of the
quoting
Lord
them.
shone upon them. That's closer, right?
I am the last one.
So, but of course, on the other hand, it does make a little bit of sense. I do get what they're saying, and I want to be careful because we're doing nothing but getting into hot water here talking about it. But there has been a lot more chatter this year about keeping Christ in Christmas and all of those things. And I was just curious, when you hear this, do you feel like there's merit to it? Should she have to take it down?
Well, I mean, just on a on a personal opinion.
No, you're speaking for relevant and giving a definitive opinion.
I think there's like nuance to it, but in the instance of a public school funded by, taxpayer money that should constitutionally not favor one religion over the other.
Get him off the show.
I can see a case for including Charlie Brown, but excluding the Bible portion. I'm not saying like Disney World's fine. It's a private company. They can do whatever they want. But in a public school, if they're putting Bible verses up, I can see.
And a version of that, though, would be the religious freedom would be that all students and all staff are free to celebrate the holiday they want, and that there would be Hanukkah decorations and Jewish mentions and other, winter celebrations from other religions, as well as Christmas, and that there isn't anybody that's limited in what they could put up. That would be the other counter.
Yeah.
Either it's all or nothing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but just to have Christianity represented is problematic in a public school.
Yeah, and I think the issue is like no one is, because in that capacity, that nurse is an employee and a representative of the public school system and therefore the government. And she's allowed to have her own ideas. But what she, what she kind of promotes on school property, literally like taping to school property, if people see that as problematic, I understand where I'm not personally offended by it, but if someone else is, I wouldn't have an issue taking it down.
How would you feel about the very iconic painting of Santa Claus kneeling at the manger and praying to Jesus?
The fourth wise man.
Famously, the fourth wise man. Oh, yes.
That's a different.
How would you feel about that
altogether? No.
But if I was a student at the school and I knew that the school nurse was Jewish, and on her office door she put blue decorations and Hanukkah and the candles or whatever on her door, right? Menorah on her door. I wouldn't be offended.
Yeah,
as a Christian student, I wouldn't be offended because she's celebrating Hanukkah. Great.
Yeah.
Likewise, I don't think any of the kids would have been offended, and I think maybe it's a little overall a little overly sensitive right now.
Well, it's probably as in most of these cases, again, we'll probably never know for sure. But as in most of these cases, it's probably not the kids. It's probably idealistic adults who, if it was like the nurse was like a Muslim and it was around Ramadan and she put up messages from the Quran, I also don't think kids would probably be offended. But I could see some Christian parents saying something. So
in a school context, it'd almost be educational. Like,
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying I could conceively see.
I know.
That.
I'm saying as a student, I could see like, oh, that's unusual. I've never seen that before. But it's like, oh, I'm learning about that religion's celebrations I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know?
But doesn't that just make the case for then, like, because some would and some wouldn't, that it's just better for the school board just to say, like, all right, no religious stuff at all. We're just going to keep it to the. I mean, I understand the good old boring Christmas stuff.
I understand it. I just think it's unfortunate that we're neutering it so dramatically. It's almost like. There is a significant historical aspect to this holiday that it's like just having to just be so generic and so whitewashed just seems inauthentic and even in a school environment. I just wonder like why we need to do that.
Yeah.
Just be inclusive and open to expose the students to a wide variety of celebrations throughout the school year, and Christmas is one of those. Great. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. Whatever.
Yeah, because they're not like forcing. It's not like they're forcing kids to kneel before the door and pray.
If they only allowed Christian representation and no other religions, that would be incredibly problematic. But to me, it's just like, but why is religion from an educational historical context in that environment? Why is that necessarily a bad thing? You're learning about.
It seems less open-minded to just kind of throw it all away.
I understand why like Target would be like generic, right? I'm just trying to sell stuff to everybody.
Yeah.
Right. But like a school, like you would want to enrich the students' awareness and worldview and education. I would like why whitewash it?
Especially now, like I feel like in a time where it's more important to be aware. Like if I was in a setting and there was like someone who was a Muslim who was openly putting stuff up that was a reflection of their religious beliefs, I honestly think there is an educational and enlightening value to that, so I can at least experience their cultural perspective. It's not like I'd be forced to take part in it,
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is I wonder if we were actually speaking to this nurse, like if you said to her, would it be okay if the next door over had
a menorah
on the next door? Like I'm curious what her viewpoint would be, because my least favorite.
So you wonder if she was like almost like an activist, that she had an agenda.
Yeah, my least favorite viewpoint is keep Christ and Christmas and everything else is kind of messing with it. Like no, let's either we're having a kind of all faith learning experience, or probably just keep it to Santa and Rudolph.
Right, all or nothing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We did it.
Done.
I think we solved the problem.
It.
Yeah, I'm going to call. I'm going to call.
Keep the X and Xmas is
do you
what
mind
we're
doing me a
saying.
favor? Do you mind calling up Texas for me?
Yeah. Happy holidays.
We'll let them know. We got to the bottom of this one.
Happy holidays, everyone.
All
we
right.
did it.
Stay tuned. Up next, Chris Quilala joins us.
Don't touch me, boy, I want you, not allowed to. You are someone that loves you. I'm waiting and I'm patient. I'm deluded. You are someone that loves you.
Yeah, you want me close so I hear you. I thought I made it clear. Don't whisper in my ear. My heart, it keeps getting weaker. I know you want me near, but your love is what I fear. It's beautiful the way you move, but what's a boy to do when he can't seem to choose? Yeah, beautiful, but I must explain. My mind's not in a good place, and so look, come down, please.
Don't touch me, boy, I want you, not allowed to. You are someone.
You're listening to Han and Izzy Bazoo. The song is Someone That Loves You. Singer and worship leader Chris Quilala is best known as one of the leaders of the Jesus Culture worship band. But recently, he released his first ever solo album, which explores new sounds, fresh styles, and a different approach to worship music, mainly listening to it on cassette tapes. We recently talked with Chris about the new album. It's called Split the Sky, and Culture's worship music movement. Here's part of that conversation.
You've got me. You never
stop seeking. You never stop reaching out. You never stop seeking after my heart. You're after my heart.
You began attending Bethel when you were still in your mom's womb. You've been like at Bethel even before Bill.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about what that's been like, just growing up under, Bethel covering and kind of growing into kind of your own career and step after being like raised in under such an awesome mantle of leadership?
Yeah, like you mentioned, my parents were going there before I was born, and so I grew up in church, and but it wasn't really till I was about 14. I remember going to a youth camp, and the worship, or one of the pastors saying, pretend like it's Christmas and you can ask God for anything, and I asked for freedom in worship. And that night in a small cafeteria at a youth camp, I remember raising my hands and encountering God in such a tangible way that my life was changed forever. I remember the moment, I remember the feeling, I remember who was sitting next to me or worshiping next to me, and I think it was in that sign of surrender, me just lifting my hands, that just allowed God to come and touch my life in such a powerful way. And so for me, at a young age, I knew I knew that God showed up when we worshiped. And so thankfully, growing up in an environment like Bethel, Pastor Bill and the Johnson family always just had such a huge honor for the presence, for God's presence and for worship. And so I remember there'd be several times where we would only do maybe 2 or 3 songs for, an hour and a half, 2 hours in worship. And there was just always, I love that, that there was always room for whatever God wanted to do in that sort of environment. So that was the environment I grew up in. And you could probably tell it somewhat translates in our songs. Sometimes they're a bit longer, open-ended, really because we just want to, we have, even practically when we arrange an album, we have an arrangement in such a way that, like, hey, when we get on stage, let's just be open to wherever God wants to take this. So, I grew up thankfully in such an environment that allowed, just for space and a song and in worship, and there was just real no agenda other than we wanted to put God first. And so, I think because of that, I've been so blessed to be a part of worship in that sense, and so it's really helped me to learn, just lean into the Holy Spirit and not get so locked into arrangements or a song, but really it's just about Him. And so now, fast forward, we've moved from Bethel. We started church in Sacramento, and I'm the worship pastor here. And so just taking a lot of what I learned up there. We're only about 2.5 hours away from Bethel, and we visit often, but taking what I learned under Bethel and the Johnson family, and sort of building teams around that here locally in Sacramento, and that's where I'm at currently.
I wanted to ask you about one of my favorite songs on your album, Because of Your Love. It has a lyric in there that talks about prodigal heart. Could you tell me a little bit about the background for that lyric or for that song?
Yeah, that song I wrote with some friends, Ricky and Rand Jackson, and I'd actually just met them that day that we were writing the song, and as we were talking about and trying to form some lyrics and melodies around the verses, we started sharing what God had done in our own lives, and just what He's pulled us from and brought us from, and where we are today. And so I think we've all probably at some level experienced that. We've run away, we've tried to do things on our own, and when we come back, God's waiting with open arms. And in fact, even that scripture of the prodigal son, the father runs to his son who's been away. And I think we oftentimes expect to be rejected, but maybe that's through past experiences with our own, natural father or whoever, we expect to be rejected. But really, it's the opposite. That God is really He's been waiting for us, and we can come as we are, and He's waiting with open arms. So for me, that I love that lyric in the song. It really is that picture of God just He's waiting for us to return. He's waiting for those prodigals to return, and they'll be surprised when they do, because He really is such a good and loving Father, and waiting for us. So,
what has been the most distinctive part about creating a solo album as a separate piece from what you've done with Jesus Culture?
I think it's to be vulnerable. It's a very it's a vulnerable experience, because you're putting out your own sort of a piece of yourself, whereas with the Jesus Culture albums, it's a collaborative effort, and we write songs and we sort of do it as a team. And it's like, if we put it out, we're like, well, we gave it our best, but a solo album definitely feels more personal and raw. It's a little bit more like, here's a piece of myself. But I'm really happy with it. I got together with some friends and we said, let's have fun with it. And going into it, I kind of was like, I just want to do something different, and that feels maybe, feels authentic. And I feel like we captured that. That being said, it's definitely different than the live albums that I've been a part of, or that people probably more familiar with from me. So, I really hope people enjoy it and maybe listen with an open mind, because it's definitely different, like I said. But yeah, the biggest difference than the JC albums is it's way more raw and vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there and hoping people like it. But at the end of the day, I was talking to our pastor Banning, who's written some books. We talk about it often, but it's like, at the end of the day, we just bring it as an offering for God, and you can't really try not to get caught up in the success or lack of success or charts or whatever. Really, we just bring it as an offering. So that being said, that's what I've tried to do, and try not to read reviews or negative reviews, at least. But it's been a lot of fun.
I'm surrounded when I surrender. In your presence, I know I don't have to hide. For it's your kindness that draws me.
That was Chris Quilala. Make sure to check out his new album, Split the Sky. It's out now.
Love the way your heart had no room. Loving what your heart becomes. Even when you smile, you're so cruel. Loving what your heart becomes. Remember when my hands, they turn blue. Loving what your heart becomes. I love the way your hand with no fruit. Loving what your heart becomes. What your heart becomes. What your heart becomes. How we get light out here in LA. Trying to be the man you need every day. But I don't know, I didn't like the way. It's hard to stay inspired, stay awake, and struggle in the darkness. It works.
You're listening to James Vincent McMorrow. The song is Get Low. One of, if not my favorite albums of the year. Great song.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to get them on the phone. It's time that this beef is settled.
I don't think it'll ever be settled.
Or we're about to pour gas on the fire is what we're about to do.
In my show prep, I just wrote one thing on my notepad. Double down. That's all I wrote.
And you underlined it twice.
Oh yeah.
Never apologize. Double down.
Yeah. So we got with an idea of how to prove to Social Club that anybody can mishear rap lyrics. So we have a game queued up where we are going to challenge them with a clip of a rap song, and they are to tell us what the lyric is. And then we will hear a clip of a rap song, and Jesse and Eddie will be playing, and they will decipher what the lyric is. And at the end of this game, we hope to show to Fern and Marty that anybody can make a mistake hearing a rap lyric.
It happens.
And it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Without any further ado, here are Fern and Marty from Social Club Misfits.
Hey guys, good to be here.
Well, okay, so our listeners are fully versed in the beef that went down 2 weeks ago.
I think that was a clever joke that you said versed.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well done.
And but let me play the clip, a brief clip, one more time, just so everybody can hear what we heard.
Wait, I've been dreaming about this thing.
Here it is. Here it is.
All in the room like an elephant. Magazine that up irrelevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant.
All right, okay. So we heard this mention, and I brought it on the podcast. I'm like, guys, listen, we got mentioned on their new single, and I think the discussion was like, what was the context of that? So Chelsea looked up the lyrics online, and the lyrics on the internet said, magazine editor relevant.
They were butchered, might I add.
Yeah, exactly.
So butchered edition. When I was listening to the podcast, I gotta interject. Go ahead, sir.
No. So
they are revamped a genius now.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So then you guys cleared it up. I appreciated that, and it's like, oh no, magazine add up and relevant, and that's is okay. That's cool.
I gotta tell you, Fern and Marty, this is Eddie. I'm still not buying it. I think it was a pretty hard diss.
Listen, I have notes. I wrote notes. I was ready. I have notes right now.
Okay.
If you want me to speak, I can just roll. I can go right now. Listen. It goes all in the room like an elephant, because Social Club's always been the elephant in the room since the beginning of our career. Right. We were the peak of conversation for a while. We were always the elephant in the room. Magazine Add Up and Relevant was stating the fact that regardless of what we went through, regardless of all the hard steps, being independent, going through all that stuff, we still managed to get an ad up and relevant. Just to be honest, it's actually a humble brag. It's actually a beautiful shout out.
I like it.
Gossip and rumors irrelevant. It's a line that stands apart from it, which ties into the other part of it, which is just saying how we've been able to manage to stay successful and grounded, staying away from gossip and rumors and things of that nature, and people who deal in that type of sorcery, whatever you want to say. But make a long story short, it was definitely a humble brag.
Love it.
Sorry, there's no story here.
Love it.
Well, I like that. Ironically, the humble brag led to a lot more free relevant time. So
that's true.
I just made that word up. I don't know if it's real, but humble brag, I like it.
Well, I think in Cameron, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's a bit of remorse on our part of starting this beef, but we want to show that this can happen.
Yeah, this can happen to anybody. This wasn't just those out of touch guys who are relevant mishearing a rap lyric. We want to prove once and for all that anybody can mishear a rap lyric. So what we want to do with you guys today is challenge you to a rap lyric battle, and we are going to play clips of well-known rap songs, and then you will tell us what that line said, and then we'll go.
Now, just to give you guys a picture of who you're playing against. So my name's Eddie. I am 36. I'll be 37 soon.
Eddie is so white, he's translucent.
It's unbelievable. I'm wearing a pair of just lovely, well-fitting Gap jeans. And,
what are the names of those sneakers? The Nike what? The Nike Pegasus?
Oh, yeah. He's got Monarchs. He's wearing
the Chef Currys. He's wearing the white Currys. Yeah.
Well, I knew because I was going to be with my rap friends today that I'm wearing a pair of Sperry topsiders. So I am ready for this challenge.
So me and Eddie, I'm Jesse, and I'm pretty well versed on all things of the internet. Like I pretty much trust all crowdsourcing sources. So that's kind of got us into
if you're
this
up
debacle.
for it, what we're gonna do is we'll go 4 rounds. We'll play you guys a clip, and you tell us what the lyric is, and then I have the answers here of what the real lyrics are. So you tell us, and then we'll do a clip for Jesse and Eddie. We'll see if they get it right, just to prove that anybody can make the mistake of mishearing a lyric in a rap song. Okay.
Here comes the Bone Thuggin' Harmony lyric.
Right. It's gonna be all like early Naughty by Nature, right?
No, those are rappers that you speak of.
Okay. All right. So here's the first clip. If you're ready, here we go.
They tried to draw me with a case, but you know I hadn't skated. I was singing like.
All right, you want to hear it one more time? Want to hear it one more time? Here it is.
They tried to draw me with a case, but you know I hadn't skated. I was singing like.
There goes. I think, Marty, you got it? I think I know it.
Yeah, it sounds. They try to catch me with a case.
They try to catch me with a case, but you know. Play it one more time.
Yeah, one more time. Here we go.
They tried to draw me with a case, but you know I hadn't skated. I was singing like.
They try to catch me with a case, but you know that I'm singing like.
Okay, the lyric is, they tried to drop me with a case, but you know I had done skated. I was singing like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm just saying. You guys, I'm just saying.
Anyone.
It can happen to anyone. That's all I'm saying.
I got to tell you, they did a great job, because I was thinking as I was listening to that, if I was in a legitimate hostage situation and I had to give an to who was singing that or what they were saying.
It's Reservoir Dogs.
I might have died first. I thought I had that.
All right. So just saying, it can happen to anyone. All right, guys. All right, here's the next clip. This is for the studio guys. Here we go. Here's y'all's clip. Ready?
Here we go.
Okay, cool. Okay, boo, I love her. I'ma save her, yes, I Danny Glover.
I'm going to need to hear that one more time. I'm going to nail this. I'm going
to need to hear that dozens of times on a loop.
Here we go. Here we go. One more time, guys.
Okay, cool. Okay, boo, I love her. I'ma save her, yes, I Danny Glover.
Something about a sailor and blubber?
No. The ending is, I'm a savior like Danny Glover, but the beginning is.
You want me to play it one last time?
One more time.
They got three.
I'm about to nail it. I'm about to nail it.
Here it is.
Okay, cool. Okay, boo, I love her. I'ma save her, yes, I Danny Glover.
All right, Jesse's got it really clearly. Do you want me to give you a beat and you can rap it, or you got it?
No, I'll just say, okay, boo.
Yeah.
Like
Obviously.
a lover, a savior like Danny Glover. That makes complete sense.
I'm going to toss this one to the judge, Chelsea. She's got your lyrics for you.
Chelsea.
The song is by Young Thug. The song's called Danny Glover.
No, I know.
Yeah. Not to
I know.
Not to be confused with Donald Glover. Chelsea, what are the actual lyrics for that line?
I know. If you need some help, Uncle Marty over here.
I got it's on my heart.
Yeah, okay.
Hit him with the twangology beat. Hit him with the twangology.
It goes, okay, cool, okay, boo, I love her. I'm a saver, yes, like Danny Glover.
He's right. That's it. Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
So technically, we technically they got it.
Yikes.
That's good. Okay, here's the next one for you guys. Here's your clip.
Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakim, Shabazz, Tupac, and WAQ. Hey, Doc, Rin, Yella, Easy, thank you. They got Slim.
Good luck.
I can do it. If I had to write it down, I could do it. It was too quick. I don't remember him, but I mean, he was giving a bunch of OG rapper names.
Yeah, he is. All right, that's true. Okay.
I know this. This is Eminem. This is. Play it again one more time.
It's Rap God. I just remember that.
It is Rap God by Eminem. That's right.
I'm a Rap God.
He's like, I'm a product of Rakim, Shabazz, NWAQ, Doc Ren, like that. Yella, Easy.
Here it is again. I'll play it again for you.
Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakim, Shabazz, Tupac, and WAQ. Hey, Doc, Rin, Yella, Easy, thank you. They got Slim.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a product of Rakim, Shabazz, Tupac, NWA. Hey, Doc, Ren, Easy, thank you.
Man.
You know, you got Slim.
Oh, my
God. I know Rap God.
Y'all missed a couple, but that is
That's close
impressive.
enough. We're going to have to give that one.
No, for sure. Here's the. It was. I'm a product of Rakim, Lakim, Shabazz, Tupac, NWA Cube. Hey Doc, Rin, Yella, Yeezy, Easy. Thank you. They got Slim.
Wow.
That's
And then,
Rap
talk
God
about
by
how
Eminem.
and then he talks about how he got an ad in Rolling Stone.
Man, that's crazy. That was impressive.
Yeah.
All right, studio guys, here's your clip. Here's your next one. Ready? Here we
Please
go.
make it a slow one.
Ready.
Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down.
Jesse, hold on. Let's strategize. Jesse, you take the first 14 lines, and I'll take the second 14 lines.
That was quick.
All right, here it is.
Okay,
one more time. All right, let's listen carefully. Here it is.
Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down.
God, keep your hands up. Get them in the sky.
Yeah, put your hands in the sky, keep them up for the homie day, make it like that.
Right. No, that's right. He's right.
Add up and relevant. Add up and relevant is what you're looking for.
We're getting soundly beaten here.
Yeah,
Right,
here it is.
yeah.
It's the song is "All I Do Is Win." Obviously, it's DJ Khaled featuring Luda. The lyric is "Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that didn't make it and the folks locked down."
Yeah,
there you go.
Wow.
And he said that in 2.5 seconds.
They are much better rappers than we are.
Almost, surprisingly so.
I would say they are 100% better rappers than we are.
Here's the next one for the Social Club guys. Here we go. Here's your clip.
Bigger the feeling, the better I'm feeling, the more that I'm chilling, willing, drilling, and killing
Here it is again. Here it is again.
He doesn't even know what he's saying.
Here it is. Here we go.
Bigger the feeling, the better I'm feeling, the more that I'm chilling, willing, drilling, and killing the
Oh, man, that's that. Oh, man.
Drilling and killing, willing.
I'll play it again just to soak it in.
One more time.
Bigger the feeling, the better I'm feeling, the more that I'm chilling, willing, drilling, and killing the
Magazine ad up
Make it
and
sound
relevant.
like that. He's killing, drilling, and he's doing bad things.
The lyric is actually, the bigger the peeling, the better I'm feeling, the more that I'm chilling, winning, drilling, and killing the feeling. There you go.
Oh, he said all that.
Yeah, it's wrong.
I don't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
that sounded like reggae without the accent.
again, we're just trying to prove it. Anybody can mishear a lyric.
It's
That's
so
all we're
funny.
saying. All right, guys, studio guys. Here's
Could
the
you
next
play
one for
us
you.
some like Mace or Africa Bambaataa or something real slow? Something I don't have to mess around with.
Here's the next one for you guys. I would like to point out also that Chelsea selected all of these clips. I would have had a few
Very
more,
nice. A rap novice.
I want to hear your playlist.
A wider variety of choices if I was the one choosing.
I
it.
had a whiter
Here we go. This
variety
is
of
probably
choices.
the worst one yet, but you guys, this is you.
My motivation is 30 pointers, BVS, the furniture in my mouthpiece simply symbolize success.
It's Nelly. The song is Grills, if that helps you at all.
Wow.
It's Nelly.
Yeah. I mean, that's right in my wheelhouse.
This is hard. Okay, one more time.
Yeah, one more time. Here it is.
My motivation is them 30 pointers, BVS, the furniture in my mouthpiece simply symbolize success.
My motivation.
Symbolize what I'm doing right now is I'm telling the hostages, like, just take me and let everyone go. Just kill me. Just take me, because there's no way. There's no way.
All right. The lyric is, my motivation is from 30 pointers, VVS.
VBS?
VVS. Oh. The furniture in my mouthpiece simply symbolize success. So
Can you guys give me a clarification on what he's talking about?
His mouthpiece.
All wall, baby. Talking about it, I don't even know what he said. I didn't know if that was English or not.
That makes me feel a little
My
better.
mouthpiece simply symbolizes success. Is his grill, is like expensive.
Yeah, he's saying it symbolizes success.
Like he got braces.
30-point DBS diamond, so it's probably about $60,000-$70,000.
Right there.
Yeah, he had a good insurance coverage for some orthodontic work. And all right. I love these guys.
All right, this is the last one for Social Club. Here's your clip. Ready?
I love that. Me, I got a plug special ed, I got it made. I kind of know this one.
Yeah, that's easy. Here we go. One more time.
Me, I got a plug special ed, I got it made.
That's it. That's easy. I can hear every word in that one.
Me, I got a plug special ed, I got it made.
This is for Social Club.
Yeah, he says, I got a plug. Did he say special ed? I got it made. If Jesus playing LeBron, playing Dwayne Wade.
I got a plug special ed, I got it made.
Yeah, me, I got a plug. Special ed, I got it made. I got it made is the song.
Yeah.
Empire State of Mind, Jay-Z.
Playing LeBron, I'm playing Dwayne Wade.
Yep, that's it. They got it. All right, so
Come on, we'll take that.
Empire State of Mind.
Is this the last one?
This is the last one for you guys.
So far, they're like completely winning.
Right? Yeah, totally.
In every way.
We had a tiebreaker lined up just in case.
I think we should just cue Eddie up for the tiebreaker for the win.
So this is an all or nothing for you guys?
So how about this, guys? How about this? A sudden death. If Eddie and I get this right, we win. Gentlemen's agreement, because otherwise there's no coming back. What do you say?
It's got to be word for word.
It's got to be quintuple or
It's got to be
nothing.
word for word. This is sudden death. What do you say?
Right.
Gentlemen's agreement.
I feel like Fern's afraid.
They're not
After this, maybe we can do a Mumford and Son.
gotta be burn.
You guys will win that one.
How versed are you guys in John Denver's greatest hits?
All right, here we go.
Okay, Eddie. This is for
Pretty versed, actually. Run it. Let's run it.
Actually, Fern's a tremendously big fan of John Denver.
Oh, let's run some Brian
picked the
Taylor.
right one.
Wow, that was not what I was expecting from you guys. You're full of surprises.
Eddie and Jesse, here's your last one. Here you go.
Okay. Ooh, this is a tough one. One more time.
I got it,
I don't know.
For the win.
This is for the win. I mean, we had an agreement.
I don't know if they agreed to it.
We know everything. We're going all in. We know all the answers to that one.
I'm going to tell you, I'm back at every wedding I've ever been to. Right? This is when things are getting crazy.
Yeah, this is,
I'm pushing the buzzer right now. I've been
There's
pushing
a circle around everybody right now. And you're dancing in the middle. That's what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is,
So what's the lyric?
I think he said in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. Let me clear my throat for the win.
Let me clear my throat. Ding, ding, ding. There you go.
Wow.
So, hey, that was just our attempt to just, beg your forgiveness
Squash
and
this thing.
show that anybody can mishear a rap lyric. It's not just us, and we're sorry. And we appreciated the
No,
shout out.
actually, I knew that too, man. I tried to get it through on Twitter, but Marty already was one step ahead of me. He already had hit you guys to what's going on. So I was trying to, chat a little bit online and kind of cause a mystery for the people too, so they can think we had something going on. But no story here, guys. No story here. I love you guys. We love
Didn't you guys do a hashtag for those days, for a few days, doing other rap lyrics relevant got wrong or something?
I did a hashtag.
That was so good.
Everything got wrong, and I did that one song by Lloyd that everyone always messes up. Is it 5'2"? Is she 5'2"? I don't know. I can't answer that. No one. I don't think anyone knows. I think scholars are still studying that. I'm not completely sure.
Oh,
wow. Hey, if you guys ever need a mandolin player for your band, I would love to help out.
Well, hey,
if you guys ever need a cello, I got that in the holster. I don't know.
Social Club Misfits has a new album coming out January 13th, everybody. It's called The Misadventures of Fern and Marty. And if the first single is any indication, it's going to be incredible. We're excited about
That's
it.
going to be really good.
Guys, thanks for coming on.
Friday, actually. New song this Friday.
Oh, nice.
And the pre-order starts this Friday. We're excited about it.
Awesome, man. So there you go. Well, thanks for coming on. Have a happy holidays. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We love you guys.
To run away is easy. It's the leaving that's hard. Running away is easy. Running away is easy. It's the living that's hard. And loving you was easy. It was you leaving that's hard. When you're so low.
You're listening to Bad Bad Not Good. The song is Time Moves Slowly. It's featuring the vocals of Mr. Sam Herring. I'm glad that beef is settled. That feels good. It feels good just to move on.
I'm going to sleep better tonight.
Honestly, I love those guys. I would
hilarious.
laugh with them all day long. They were really cool.
Yeah. Maybe next time we'll get a better line, or they were both they called each other and then patched into us, and if we could get them on their own lines, I'd just hang out, have them on for the show,
Have them in the studio.
Yeah, they're in Florida.
Yeah, it feels like they could
They
make
could rollerblade up here.
It's not the way the globe
3
works.
seconds delayed.
It can only go down.
Hold on.
All right, well, it's time for your feedback. Last week, the question of the week was, we were talking about the new emojis that are coming out.
Oh, yeah, black
And
heart.
actually, if you have iOS, there was an update this week. 50 new emojis just showed up.
Avocado.
Funnily, that's a word. I was asking for a shrug emoji. There's a shrug emoji.
You got your wish. They were listening.
Literally the next day, a shrug emoji appears.
Cameron, the Illuminati is always
watching. It's like the elf on the shelf.
Elf on the shelf.
Yeah. Anyway, so we asked you guys if you've ever texted the wrong emoji to somebody that kind of created an awkward situation. Chelsea talked about sending the heart-sized kissy face to her boss who was single.
Oh no, the full-on kiss with the
The kiss with the heart
Yeah.
coming out.
Mhm.
And
How did
never
you guys-
explained it.
I just felt weird about
How'd the
it.
relationship end up going?
I moved here.
You even told me before that you loved him, though, right?
Deeply, yeah.
I was pretty stoked because for a long time I've been using the. It was like some bowl of green soup as guacamole, which oddly enough I had to use a ton of times.
The problem is that there's a spoon in it. And there's like steam coming off of
right,
it.
like I have to basically say, I love guacamole, and then that
gross
thing.
guacamole.
Yeah. But now there's an avocado. And so I feel like, I mean, we're really like, that's just so great.
So the only thing that I
Progressive.
need is the wide-eyed bug eyes without the embarrassed
the rosy
blush on the
cheeks,
cheeks.
yeah.
I just need surprised.
They used to have
not-
Kristen Wiig emojis, and I feel like you could have really used her sweater surprise girl emoji that they had.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's true. So I got my shrug. I'm happy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys went over to the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. You guys hit us up on Twitter.
Kinda.
Apparently, not a lot of you have had
guys
such
kinda
mishaps.
Yeah.
Chelsea's the one who suggested this question, and it's because she's had many of these mishaps, and I think she thought it was more of a universal problem.
No, around the table, and this isn't to call you out. I'm just curious.
No, this is to call you out, and you're okay with it.
Has anyone done this?
No.
My mom has to me, but that's it.
But it wasn't necessarily by accident. It was
No.
that she just doesn't know how to use them.
Well, it is the Android iOS difference.
Because she's been using that like sly like side eye thing.
Yeah.
In text messages to me
Wait.
that make no sense. But it's kind of like the
Like the risky smile?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, exactly. Like risque. Like
Wait.
side-eye smile.
Okay.
When are you going to get married?
Can you? I don't want to violate your mom's
in the
privacy.
last week, this has happened.
But like, you don't have to read an
Interesting.
exact one, but the context of what would she send you that had a side eye?
But the key is I want to know what she's seeing on her Android end, because like
That
she
was-
doesn't
yeah.
know what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Because again, she was telling me bad news and put the crying face. What I received was the crying laughing face.
Yeah, grandma's not with us anymore.
Right.
You're like, God.
Like, no, mom, no. But on Android, it's not drawn as clear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she, so it was correct to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to give her the benefit of the doubt that maybe
Yeah.
her side-eyed
Yeah.
thing is some totally other emotion.
No, it is sultry. I feel like that is just known. It's like smirking a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
it was,
it's a
it was
wink.
in regard to Christmas purchase ideas, gift ideas. That she would like to shop for me. Side eye.
Makes sense.
So are you really Are you really buying something? Like, are you trying to say that I'm not getting a gift this year?
Yeah, it's
like,
basically the air quotes of texting.
I get a lot. Yeah, quotes in text messages to send the same message.
Yeah.
Well, Trainer Hansen, he at least sent one.
Oh, classic old
but it's
friend
from,
of the show.
Classic Trainer.
but it's from his mother-in-law. Like
Right,
his
it's all mothers.
His mother-in-law sent a video of his toddler. I guess he has a toddler son conducting quote unquote music he was listening to.
Quote.
Yeah. So, the kid sitting there listening and doing, miming, conducting music.
Yeah.
She sent it with a note that said, "These other music directors better watch out." Followed by several of emojis of what she thought was a quote unquote conductor's finger.
Oh,
but with one finger off. He didn't realize until he talked to his mother that was what she was trying to send.
That's good.
He says, I spent several hours trying to figure out why she was so upset about who, quote, those other music directors were.
That's so funny.
So he had to like his poor mother-in-law.
That is
was like,
good.
these other music conductors better watch out. Middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger. Not that. Oh, obviously he will know
is
that
so
what I'm
funny.
saying with this string of middle fingers is that this is conducting. Obviously, this is the conductor emoji. Like it should be very clear that the middle finger is conducting.
I got to tell you, the funny thing about
It's so
emojis
good.
is like when my dad texts me and he's like, "Hey, I'd love to catch up. Let's have coffee. Thumbs up, coffee, kiss face." I realized I'm like, all right, emojis have jumped the shark. Right, I'm done with this. But then I realized, no. When I started using emojis, they had jumped the shark because I'm a very grown man, and somebody was already like, "Okay, Eddie's using them enough. Let's go back to writing."
Sarah Chirac, well, this isn't really the answer to the question, but it is a fantastic idea to have to do with emojis, and this totally redeems it. She likes to play Name That Tune with her husband by only using emojis to serenade him.
Oh.
That sounds like
I've
a fun
gotten those
game I
before.
want to play. Like, I would honestly like to play that game with someone where we're emojiing each other song titles to see what they guess them. That's a creative idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's like a $1 million app waiting to happen. I'm stealing that, Sarah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to make a cool
Trademarked.
I am. It's going to be like a cool downloadable card game in the App Store.
I don't think we're gonna
Party
have.
game.
I don't think we're gonna have another emoji-based question of the week. But I would love to see people tweet or Facebook us, and we could try to play the game.
Entire like communicate to us
Just
an
pieces
entire
of song
thought.
or something,
Oh,
yeah.
songs. Oh, okay.
Okay, there is
Like a
is that what
song
you're saying?
title.
I was like, we should do
Or lyric.
feedback.
Okay.
Like send us emoji feedback. Like
Try
literally
to
craft
decipher it.
sentences.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us things.
Yeah.
In emoji.
Yeah, they'll be like, love the social club segment where you guys
Middle finger, middle finger, middle finger.
Good conducting. This isn't emoji related, but I do feel like I should bring it up. Andrew Wozniak,
Old friend of the show.
I loved his movies.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. and Monsters University.
I was thinking Wozniak.
Yeah, poor Andrew just rolled his eyes and went, there was one place in my life where that joke wasn't made.
he just tweeted. He just sent you the side eyes emoji.
Yeah.
middle finger.
Side eyes, heart, guacamole.
Yeah, but Woz sent us a picture of evidently a product that is being sold in stores right now. It is a large Kit Kat bar.
Oh, yes.
And it says Kit Kat, but the name of this product.
Yeah, it's an oversized Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, and the name of the product is Big Cat.
Big Cat.
With a K.
It could make me happier.
Big Cat.
I mean, that is the Christian spelling of my name. Is with a K because it's Kaufholz.
Yeah.
I couldn't appreciate that
It's
more.
amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of is
You
awesome.
literally need to buy a case of it.
Yeah.
You do.
Well,
It needs to be like your calling card.
Yeah.
Be
I
like,
need
hey,
to be,
great seeing you today. Here, Big Cat.
Here you go.
Yeah. You always have a few in your pocket
You just-
for
you're
friends.
like- Yeah, you just met-
You're like a grandfather
Big
with
Cat's
Werthers.
here. Yeah. It's your Werthers.
I will tell you that is always it is the calling card of when I meet somebody walking through an
It
airport.
should be your literal business card. Just like tape your info on the back, like a mailing label on the back of a Big Cat wrapper.
Right, bigcat@ijm.org.
The only thing is
printed on top.
The
of
only thing is, the only thing I can see this going wrong is you're gonna have to start wearing cargo pants. Otherwise, I don't know how you're gonna carry around
Thank
those
God.
big cats.
Yeah, or a
And
fanny
two-
pack, maybe a lovely fanny pack.
Two, like I feel like even if you're wearing a cargo pant, you have one layer of insulation. But if you're walking around carrying 2 pounds of Kit Kat on each
it's
leg,
going to be just melty.
you're going to be handing
There's some
you're
soggy Big Cats.
Yeah,
is
you're
what
going
saying.
to be handing people basically a liquefied bag. Kit Kat bag of what was once a Big Cat.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the message you want to send.
And they're already going to be kind of not overwhelmed to meet me because I'm not really yucking it up. Now this isn't going to help. Like, hey, you just had a really unimpressive encounter with someone that
what
just
is
needed melty candy.
You know what's funny is if like you just made a rule like I got to do this after every encounter, and like you had like a real serious conversation, and they're like, yeah, so it's like
counseling or something.
so it's like, listen, so after that I haven't talked to my sister in like 2 years, so. And you're like, well, I'll be praying for you. And you get up and there's a gigantic Kit Kat on the table. Like,
it's his calling card when he leaves a room is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So when he leaves the
it's like-
situation, almost like the 1960s Prowlers, they would leave behind a little falcon head.
Oh, it's
or a
like
little
the
whatever.
water or whatever bandit on Home Alone.
Right. Yeah. Bandit.
Yeah,
Right.
the wet
So
bandit.
he would
Wet
leave.
bandit,
He
that's
would
it.
leave a Big Cat.
I
Anytime he leaves somewhere.
I almost see it like,
It can also be your go-to tips at restaurants.
That I like.
No,
a
because
lot.
here's the thing. Like, I feel like the modern era has lost a little decorum
I agree.
socially. Where
I agree.
No, I get it.
when in the old days, if Eddie were to enter a dinner party, right, he would have his. I don't know what this individual's job is, but a man comes in beforehand. He blows on a little horn or something.
Yeah.
And he announces to the party,
Behold, Lord Edward.
he has arrived. And then you come in. And then upon your exit,
Yes.
you walk out. You turn your
he's
back.
gone.
And so Eddie has left. Good night to all, or whatever.
Right.
In this situation, you're just throwing Big Cats everywhere and just
Right.
walking out and leaving
Tossing
whenever you
them
want.
I think that is a 100% idea.
I like it.
Like that's going to happen.
They're not going to last forever, so I think you need to buy up all the inventories like Elaine with the sponge.
Yeah, and I like to kind of keep it on DL.
Yeah.
Like if I show up to a thing, I'm there and gone before you really notice
You could do
it.
Phantom of the Opera, just get a cape, and the only thing you can leave
Yeah.
behind.
Hey, has anyone seen Eddie? He was just sitting on the couch. What's that over there?
He replied that he was coming to this Christmas party.
So Eddie was on the couch. We look again. He's gone, but there's a big cat sitting where he was,
sitting upright, sitting on a pillow behind him.
You didn't see it last night. You didn't see it last night at the Christmas party.
No, there was an empty chair with a big cat in it. I didn't know what it meant.
Right.
Yeah, and he's been here.
I like it. All right, well, that'll do it for last week's feedback. It's time for this week's
editorial question of the week.
Well, okay, a little behind the scenes, tell you what's coming up over the next couple of weeks on the podcast. And that matters for this question of the week. Next week, next Friday, the 23rd, we will have an all new episode. The last Friday of the year, the 30th, is our annual best of the year where we relive the best conversations and stuff.
Oddly, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever been on it, but I always love it. Like one year Cohen dropped in. Like it's just so sweet. I love the little it's the.
Hey, we could do that. We can do that this year.
He should.
He'll be out of school. He can come in and record with me, and we'll intro the segments together.
That was fun.
Let's do that. And then the next time we'll have a full after the 23rd. The next time we'll have a feedback segment will be on January 6th. So this is the last question of the week of 2016. Because on next week's show, the 23rd, we won't ask one because we're going to have a gap, right?
We're kind of looking at the end. You've been doing top 50. All those kind of like best books of 2016 are coming out.
Right.
It's sort of that
the
time.
Relevant Top 50 6-week series culminated this week. It
Very good
just
show,
finished.
by the way. Missing a pretty key element, but other than that,
What was the key element?
Well,
felt pretty rounded out to me.
Felt lack of heart, lack of humor.
Oh, okay.
Felt like there was a kind of a middle seat that
Dave Matthews Band was curiously absent.
I'm going to say we should have done just one test show to see what it was like when I brought the magic. But you do what you do.
When we were recording the final episode of the Top 50 this week, we actually were remarking that 2016 was a difficult year for a lot of people. I'm not just talking about the election.
Yeah.
If you think back about the news that's happened, the war, racial injustice,
All the celebrities that died.
Ton of death.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been talking about they can't wait for this year to be over.
Totally.
I'm not a pessimist. I don't want to live life thinking, oh, I just can't wait for this to end, right? Like if you're in a tough situation, like there's always a silver lining. There's always an opportunity to turn the corner. There's always a tomorrow, always. You don't have to like lament what is. You can be hopeful for what could be. That's how I would try to live life.
Right.
And let's do that for 2016.
Yeah.
When people do a lot of the retrospectives this year, it's going to be difficult. How about let's look back for the feedback segment this week for the question of the week. Tell us something good or great that happened to you or you feel or you're going to take with you from 2016 moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's end this year on a good note.
Well, and that's not to make any of the hard parts of 2016 invalid. It's just that it's also
It's
like we
not
don't want to
all bad.
invalidate some of the great stuff that happened. Like even just personally, like, I had one of the best years of my life.
Yeah.
There was also some really hard things in the news.
Absolutely.
But just me, it was great.
And too, like life is never all bad or all good.
Yeah,
You're not on a mountaintop or a valley. It's a railroad track. The good and the bad are side by side always. And if you only focus on one of them, you're gonna get off balance. And for us, let's rebalance this thing and let's talk about what was good about 2016. So that's your question of the week. We want to know what you're gonna take away, something that was great about 2016. You can hit us up on the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. You can also tweet us at Relevant Podcast, and we will read our favorites on next week's show. That'll be a good way to go into the Christmas weekend.
That makes you feel good.
Yeah. Many thanks to our show sponsor for making this episode possible. Remember, you can go to warbyparker.com/relevant to begin your home try-on experience today. It's completely free.
And by making this show possible, literally, I would not be able to see if it was not for Warby Parker. And while I am not the whole show, I would say there is a large portion of slices that
you
would
couldn't
just
have gotten here.
Slices would have just been silent. I could have my little portion.
You just made something up.
We would have just had this big Kit Kat bar sitting on that seat over there, just quietly staring at it.
Eddie would have just made up a news story and had Denzel come and yell at him for it.
Like, that is fake news.
Also, thanks to our guests for joining us. Chris Quilala's new album, Split the Sky, is out now. You can follow him on Twitter at Chris Quilala. And also thanks to the Social Club Misfits guys for joining us. Their new album, The Misadventures of Fern and Marty, is out next month. But like they said, today, a new single is released and pre-orders start now. I would say support them for all that we put them through.
It feels like. And their music's awesome.
Their music's good.
Yeah, and they would do,
Win-win. Even though there's a pretty pretty intense relevant diss in the middle of it. I'm
still not sold on that.
No. I mean, they're great guys, but
you know how Kanye was like tinkering with songs up until the day it came out?
Yeah.
I have a feeling Social Club might dust off, open up a couple tracks just to update some of the lyrics that they got a month. Hey, if you're looking for a last minute Christmas gift, or not last minute, but if you're looking for a Christmas gift, you can go and give the gift of Relevant.
Yeah.
If you go to relevantmagazine.com, you can subscribe there. You can buy a gift subscription. It's only like $12, I think. And it's the gift that keeps on giving all year long. And we'd appreciate the support, and we think that it's a gift that they'll enjoy.
Subscriptions really are fun. Because it's like you just do get it and
you'll get a little personalized. You can put in a personalized message and a little like digital gift card that you can like send to them at a predetermined time, and the whole thing. Or you can print out a thing if
please send tweet pictures and screenshots of you sending it to Big Cat or from Big Cat or something like that.
With a K.
Big Cat.
There we go. On that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I am Eddie Koffoltz.
I'm Chelsea Steele.
I'm Chandler Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
We'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas.
I got broads in Atlanta, twisted to in the family, credit cards and the scammers, hitting the licks in the van, legacy, family, why is it look like a panda, going out like a Montana, honey killers on the hammers, legacy, family, why is it panda, package full.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Connect with us on Twitter @RelevantPodcast and get bonus material from this episode and more at the podcast section on relevantmagazine.com. And don't forget to check the magazine out. It's available on newsstands and at the iTunes App Store, or you can subscribe online at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
I get broads in Atlanta, twisted up lean and shit, sippin' fountain. Credit cards and the scammers, wake up beside you, shoot, let designer, whole bunch of laddies shoot. They be acting rats, I know we clapping shoot. I be pulling that stuff in the finest shoot. I got plenty of stuff with Bugatti, but look how I try to shoot. Black is 6, fountain, why is he killing no comma? Pop a perk, I got signed a gorilla, they come and kill you with bananas for feelings. I feel it, pull up in the fountain, no niggas, they come and kill you on the counter. Broly is dancing bigger than the pound, go out to the Grammy, but pull it, you pound it.
In the mascot, they're like, what do you want it to be? I don't know, a guy with a huge baseball head.
Hi, I'm Christy Shriver, and we discuss books that have changed the world and have changed us.
And I'm Gary Shriver, and we are the How to Love Lit podcast.
Every week, we cover a piece of classical literature. We set up the historical, psychological, and literary context, making these challenging works actually fun.
The How to Love Lit podcast is available everywhere, and you can also visit us at howtolovelitpodcast.com.
You'll love it.